Waaree Renewable Technologies, they, amongst news, they have gotten order inflows and we thought it's best to take some sense of the new order wins, the order book status update and expectations, if at all, for Q4. Mr. Sunil Rathi is the director at Waaree Renewable Technologies, joins us right now on the show. Mr. Rathi, good having you. Thanks so much for taking the time out. You know, we are asking almost every company which we are talking to in the last 15 days of March to give us a color of how Q4 was. Is there a pickup that is being seen in ordering and the economic activity? Now, you're not per se connected to economic activity because your sector is on a different path altogether. And therefore, I would love to know a bit about order inflows as they've happened in Q4 and the latest order wins that you've had.
So Q4 is very interesting for Waaree Energies. Okay, overall this year has been very good for Waaree Renewable Technologies, WRTL. Market is very promising. Okay, and market is very promising. We have seen the growth. If you look at ticket size of 2 megawatt when we started this company back in 2010, and now we are talking of a single project, single site, single PPA of 2 gigawatts. So that's a journey we have. And this year been very, very supportive in terms of order book. We have been able to close over 3 gigawatts of new order in this year. And Q4, been lucky, we back to back we closed 2 orders, one from APDCL and the second one is the last one, which is 170 megawatt AC, 225 megawatt DC, revenue of 232 crores.
Sunil, yeah, and Mr. Rathi, this is exactly what we spoke about here as well. We were focusing in on that 170 megawatt update. Just want to understand in value terms where the order book currently stands and in terms of execution as well. How do things look in the relatively nearer term?
So, as you can probably see in the public domain that our order book is very strong this year, and we have as we speak, we have over 3 gigawatts of order book for next year execution. That's very promising. Before we start the next year, we have 3 gigawatts under execution. In addition to that, this order, the last order, which is 170 megawatt, okay, this order is a unique where connectivity and land is in possession. So probably you'll see the fastest execution happening, okay? And probably we'll execute this order much faster than ever before.
Much faster than before. Can you help us understand what the timelines are and why are you saying that?
So Waaree is known for timely execution. Probably you have seen all the orders, whatever we get, okay? Why we have been getting repeated order is because of the timely execution and optimum price. Okay, this order we can execute because this is in the park, solar park, where connectivity and land is in possession. So execution on field is much faster. We have good time, like even though we have a large time, we should be able to complete much smaller time. This order we can execute. We have a very strong execution team.
Okay, so assuming that you do this 600 megawatts in Q4, Mr. Rathi, if I'm not getting that entirely wrong, the math would suggest that you end with about 1.6 gigawatts of execution in FY25. Would that be a fair math?
So we still have some days to go before year end and a lot of things happening parallelly. So I would give this number probably on 31st. You will see the announcement.
Okay, fair.
So
fair.
Many projects are on the COD level. Okay, and probably things never go as per plan, but we have a large plan.
Okay, I'm sure you do. So, hence my question. Let's assume the actual number comes in on 31st March or 1st April, and whatever number it is between 1.5 to 2 gigawatts. I think on a con call or maybe in a presentation, you mentioned that you are aiming for an annual execution capacity of 3 to 3.5 gigawatts. Is that correct? And if so,
yes.
By when do you nudge these numbers, Mr. Rathi?
I think next year, because you can see the pipeline pipeline is over 3 gigawatt already, which orders needs to be executed next year. So I'm sure we should be able to cross that next year.
So you could actually nudge 3.5 gigawatts of executed capacities in FY26 itself.
Exactly, 25, 26.
Very nice. And just one more thing, typically with higher execution, there could be two things that could happen, that because you have to do it in a time-bound fashion, you deploy larger resources, it takes an impact on the margins. In some cases, more means better operational leverage and therefore better metrics on the operations side as well. Which side would you veer on as you nearly double, if not double, nearly go up 70-75% on execution in YOY in FY26?
So scaling always give benefit to the customer, to the company. Okay. It also leverage us to get a better price from vendors. Timely execution also help us in our own EBITDA level, as well as customer IDC also reduces because of timely execution, and they are able to get more revenue in short time. So scaling is very important, and I'll go with the scaling. That's on the larger order execution.
So 15% for FY25 and over 15% for FY26, right?
On what?
On margins, yeah, margin guidance.
I would say let time go, because EPC is all the uncertainty business, right? So you will hear us from quarter to quarter on EBITDA.
Yeah. Okay. Fair point. And that's going to be sooner rather than later, Mr. Rathi, I'm sure, because we will soon talk about Q4. But you spoke about orders that are already under your kitty, right? But what about new orders? You spoke about the 170 megawatt order, but what's around the corner? How could the new order win picture develop in the near to medium term, in the near term in particular?
So I can give you overall pipeline. India itself, we are looking at 30-40 gigawatts of addition next year, and we have at least 20 gigawatt of opportunity in India. We are also focusing in Middle East and Europe, and that we are trying our luck there also. We already executed 150 megawatt in Vietnam back in 18-19, and we want to expand our EPC arm in different areas, not just limited to India. Now we are entering into Middle East, Europe, and other African market also. So yeah, this is very positive for us.
Got it. Mr. Rathi,
I'm sure, yeah.
No, I'm saying, Mr. Rathi, you've been very patient with us, because I know that you must be in a silent period. You can't give half the numbers. Yes, yet you've tried and given us the answers with quite clarity. So appreciate that. Sorry for putting you in a dock, but really appreciate the way in which you've responded to the questions. And we look forward to some of the declarations or announcements at the end of the quarter, and look forward to talking to you yet again when the quarterly numbers do come out. But thank you so much for this. And once again,
thank you.
Yeah, we asked you a few questions to which you wouldn't be able to give answers. So sorry for that.
Sorry, because it's a year March end, and you probably understand my position.
Completely so. So thank you for being patient with us.